This is Yerushalmi Demai, Daf Yom Yerushalmi. We're doing Daf Yud today, and in the article it's Bahada edition, and we got up in the yesterday's Daf to Mein Nafik Beineon, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the end of the sixth line from the top of the Amud. In the Vilna, that should be on the base. The bottom of the last two words in down on the base. So mine have been in. What's the nafkin between Rabbi Yochanan and Rabbi Yoshua? So of course the Bnei Moshe points out mi benon kamar vada ika od nafkin b'benai, which is said saw two nafkaminas in Chalos Amoritz and the Duma. But then the question is, my ika od nafkin b'benai, right? What is additional nafkin? It says ve'echa matil ifcha, where you find the opposite. Lifami l'divrei Rabbi Yochanan chayiv v'dmai, because Rabbi Yochanan it's chayiv v'dmai, and Rabbi Yoshua it's patur. Till now, with the case we saw, Rabbi Yochanan's patur by dmai, because when goes on then Rabbi Yoshua is chayiv because depending on circumstances. Let's see if we find the opposite. So what's the nafkamina? My nafkamina. So olami toch me'ah. If you have a saw which comes out of 100, and the case is, and Amoritz set aside Truma Gedola in his house, and because we know they did take off Truma Gedola, and a saw of Truma fell into 100 chulin. So the halacha is, it's batel, and you take out a saw, one of the saws, you give it to the saw of those 101, you give it to the Kohen. So the Aldaited Rabbi Yoshua Petura. According to Rabbi Yoshua, it's this is exempt from the Mai, because we said that Amos Kochim al Amoritz, right? So therefore, he'll make sure if there's truma involved to make sure to separate it. I skipped. Aldaited Rabbi Yoshua Chayeves. It's chayiv because this is regular chulin before before the truma fell in, so it's chayiv in the Mai. So therefore, he's therefore even when the chaver requires it, he has to take off the mai. But according to Rabbi Yoshua, so it's not because they weren't goyzer in the case of they weren't goyzer in the case of these things in the Mishnah, but rather because Amos Truma Hamoretz. So therefore, in this case, the Hamoretz, before he gives this grain to anybody, is going to make sure that it's miced properly, and the chaver who gets it does not have to take the mile off of it. Okay, that's Tani with the brisa. The kulan shekar shein l'chumas ma'isa mashu shein l'shalom mashu asa asui. So the if somebody let's see the Bnei Moshe. Tani klomar v'aytani tosef t'sham kulam she'amras nisin if you did, if you gave a new name which was Ma'aseh Sheni, whatever he did is did. Even though they're part of the Mai, they have a shame. They have a shame Shumas Ma'aser, and they have a shame Ma'aser Sheni. So the Aldaited Rabbi Yochanan Nicha. Rabbi Yochanan, I understand that. Okay, it's the it said logos are lame my, but if he did it, he did it. But I died to Rabbi Yoshua Kasha, because in this case, and we're talking a case where there was Amos Amoretz, Amos Truma Amoretz. In other words, the original Truma, there was he got mixed in somehow, like the case of Meduma. So in that case, he already took it off, and there was therefore we know that it's an additional and superfluous step. So therefore, why should it be mash asli? It says here, right? So why would it be? And it says, well, you know what? No, it's still according to Rabbi Yoshua, it is okay. Most of them are to me, it was kachim. That's why you don't have to take off the mind. But sometimes you find somebody who does. As a Pnei Moshe, sometimes you find some Amoritz who's not Mesakein, because he doesn't have Amos Kachim Love. Therefore, is said that if it's a Korah Shem, it's Osli, and even called Rabbi Yeshua. Tani v'kulun shekar shein l'tshuvas ma'aser ma'aser shein shlem ma'asher asa asim they echad shein masakin. And Rami, the Rabbi Yoshi's case because of the remote chashash. Rabbanan said, you know what, ma'asher asa asim. True, it's not necessary, but it's not completely superfluous. So we give it a shame chuvas ma'aser, a shame ma'aser sheini, and evidently in order to make our takana stick more. To make the takana more, I don't know exactly what I'm saying. I don't know exactly what I'm saying. In other words, because the whole idea of Demai is Mishum Safek, so even if it's a remote Safek, the idea of Demai can apply at least Lachar Maisa. There's a header from in the next one from the article. L'kol kasem Maisa Sheni. That which buy Maisa Sheni of with Maisa Sheni money. I said l'kol kasem Maisa. That was you buy it with Maisa Sheni redemption money. Now we're talking about you bought fruit from an Am Oretz with Maisa Sheni redemption money. Okay, so you brought in Yerushalmi fruit from Am Oretz. So you don't take off the Mai from that fruit which you brought. So Ibn Rabbi Kilkum Rabbi Zira. We want to answer from Rabbi Zira. According to the Gra, it's not a question, it seems to be a statement. At Kedun, and he changes the gears here, but Kesef Meiser Shel Vadai. You might think it's only when he bought with Kesef Meiser Shel Vadai that it's parted from the Mai. Says, so he said, no, Afilu Bidmai. I'm going to read you the Gra. It's not that way you bought the Paris Amaretz with Ma'aser Sheni money of Vadai. And the rationale to be parted from Trumas and Maisis is because it's like Kochim, Maisis Shekulis Meir, Maisis Sheni Mama Gavor. So therefore, we could say, like the previous Gemara, Amos Amoritz, either Lo Gospel like Rabbi Yochanan or Amos Amoritz or Rabbi Yeshua, and therefore it would be you wouldn't have the issue of that it might be the Demai because he's not saying that he knows so he's being bought because of Sheni. He's going to take care of. But that I might say that's only when he knows being bought because of Sheni of Vadai. What about when it's bought because of Sheni of the Mai? So therefore, the Gemara's Mishnah tells that even then, because Sheni of Vadai, even according to Rabbi Yeshua, so he still has Ema, and he's going to make sure it's properly tithe. And according to the Rabbi Yochanan, even still, they were not goys in this situation. It's evidently that's like a milsa lo shchicha, something of that sort, and therefore Rabbanan were not goys. It's mine in this case, and you don't have to take off. You don't have to take off from the fruit which you took off, bought from Amoritz. Trumas Amaisis B'Torah's Demai. The Gemara goes further. Another header in the article. Shari Menachos, also exempt from take of Jewish Maiser towards Demai. Tani, v'kulun shekar shein l'chumas Maiser or Maiser shein shlem masha asa asli. So again, like I said before, but if you did take off Torah's Demai, Chumas Maiser and Shari Menachos, so whatever you did is considered to be since it was. In the final analysis, it was Demai at some point, so therefore it is considered to be the suspicion is involved, like the Bnei Moshe says before that, like the Gemara said before, maybe somebody that was not makbid even though it went to Menachos to take off the Ma'aser Sheni, and therefore even Rabbi Yeshua. Therefore, but also whatever he did, if calling it would be the evidence, still he can be considered to be effective, and the whatever he designated, even though it's Torah's Mai, is designated. Okay, Rabbi Lezer Mar Chutz Mishar Menachos. So the Rabbi Lezer says that no, that is not true about Shari Menachos. And the reason why it's not true about Shari Menachos is he says Kusim Rechel says, Meoshim Kor Shem Alein Lo So Klum. The Kachim Ein Lo Chal Alein B'Trumas Meiser. Hashem, Do Medina Potu Midmai. It's not yours. It can't be Korei Shem. Meiser Sheni is even Parakor Meir. It's Taka, we have to, whether it's Mo Gavoa, how can you possibly do that? Okay, we can, but definitely Shor Menachos, he says, it's not yours. How can you say that the Ev of Korei Shem, it's Chal? Can't be. So the, Rabbi Yirmiyah Amar Hashar B'Machlokas. He says that all these things, which the Mishnah says, Bnei Moshe Shar Choshev B'Mastis Chala B'Meduma Kol Meser Kasem Meiser is Machlokas Amir Rabbi Yehuda, as we shall see. So all these things in the Mishnah are the subject of a Machlokas. So again, what Rebbe is saying is that even though it says Lokul Kasem Meiser Masha Asa Asli, it's not going to be true about so the Gemara continues. Rabbi Yossi Boy hate the Machlokas. What Machlokas are we talking about here? Mana Kayamin. So who are we going like? In Krei Meir, if it's going like Krei Meir, who Meiser, who Shar Menachos Los of Lukum. If it's like Rabbi Meir, who holds Meiser Sheni's Mama Gavoa, so then you can't take tithes off any neither Shar Menachos nor Meiser Sheni. So therefore, we couldn't say Masha Asa Asri, right? So Shar Menachos Lo Asa V'Lo Klum, right? Uma Meiser Sheni, but Shar Menachos Lo Asa V'Lo Klum. Rabbi Yehuda Masha Asa Asri. Only like Yehuda. So Yehuda holds that Meiser Sheni is Mammon Bailim. So then, if you took off Demai off the Meiser Sheni, it works because it belongs to you, and therefore you can't tithe it. And that brings us mamish to the bottom of Yudam base. So we'll stop here for today.